Hello, this is Whatcast and I am Matt again. So today then we are going back to look at Chewie and Roger in their attempt to bring them all on debate thing that they did, right? And I believe FTFE is about to come on here. Let's bring it up. See what old Chewie and Roger have got to say, because they challenged anyone to come to this debate, and that they would have people to deal with. They've got all their research done, and they're not scared of any topic, and they've got everything covered. This say.
Even goofy looks, I can see him. Like it's just a fun joke.
Let him up. Heck with it.
Yeah, let me let him in. Let's see. Should I do Craig and then the shill next? The FTE shill. I wonder what they
Your
say.
show.
I know. You're a moderator, sir. Be kind. Right. Hey, Craig, how's it going?
Be kind, Chewie.
Can't hear you,
Muted, Craig.
Yeah, you're muted.
Oh, he's muted. Come
Hello,
on.
can you hear me?
Yep,
Yeah,
we
we
got
can hear
you
you.
now.
There we go. Sorry, hey, I've got a bunch of microphones that I need to select. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Yeah, a little bit annoyed that you lied about me just now, to be honest. But
What did I lie about?
well,
Please
you
tell me.
Truth is Now has just joined. Was that C3PO from the old one?
said I've been screaming compression for years, and that's not something I've ever done. And I wasn't sure why you would lie like that about me.
I'm not lying about that, about you, but I mean,
Who'd have let's randomly just show him on the screen.
I've heard you say compression in several photographs, like your east to west compression, where you had the bendy lines from east to west in a photograph. You know which one I'm talking about.
I've never said compression in regards to east to west. Certainly not in regards to anything like the picture you just brought up, Roger. And I just want to say I would appreciate it if you didn't lie about me. That's all. I don't mind.
Okay, well, I'm not lying about you. I've heard you say compression.
So, I was a little bit upset at the horrible, dreadful language in your intro. That's terrible.
Damn, man.
Swearing.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, I haven't watched the intro. I have to check that out.
Yeah. Anyway,
Chewie don't find anything funny. If you look at Chewie, a lot of people make jokes and a bit light-hearted. Chewie just sits there with the angry look on his face all the time.
I've been streaming for about 53 hours, so I'm sure that
that's nice.
53?
someone that's as tired as I am. Have you heard, Roger, of Radar Horizons?
Oh, good
Yeah,
one.
I know what you're going to now.
Oh,
You've
should
heard
be
of Radar
prepared
Horizons,
then,
have you?
Roger.
Yeah, I know they actually make the equipment. They actually supposedly account for it, and that's where you get your shadowing on radars. What about it?
Okay, right. So flat earthers say radar can see forever. No. Ask anyone in the Navy. Hi, me. Radar stops at a hard distance that matches the Earth's curve. Radar beams go straight. If Earth were flat, you'd just keep picking stuff up until the signal got
Good. Chewie's up there. He's thinking,
too weak. But we do not see that. Instead, small ships or low aircraft vanish behind the curve and only show up when they're tall enough to poke back over it. Put a radar on a ship about 20 meters above the water and it can only see another ship's mast, also about 30 meters tall, out to about 40 kilometers. Any lower, it's gone. Any taller, shows up further. And yes, that's exactly what radar operators see every day. On a flat Earth, the radar range would just depend on how strong the radar is. But in real life, power does not matter. A small fishing boat right in the front of you
Chewie's not impressed with this. Look at him.
disappears over the horizon, while a big tanker further away is still visible. That only makes sense if the
Why's Roger got a picture up of some bloke with like his arms all oiled up and shit? What's that about? What's going on?
surface is curving away. So radar has a horizon that moves with height. That's literally the Earth's curve showing up in technology that's used every single day. Flat Earth would simply mean an infinite radar. We don't get that. We get a radar horizon. Game over, Roger. Earth's not flat.
Okay,
I've got I can present for you if you would like to see,
I'm well aware of what you're talking about. That's not a big deal.
I don't think you are.
Just got
It's not a big deal. He's about to blow this out of the water then, I'm assuming. If it's not a big deal, I don't care what you got to say. It's not a big deal. I can deal with it.
10 minutes. I've got his 10 minutes started. If you want to give me
if you want to go into more details, you can. You got 10 minutes.
He's got 9 minutes left.
I gave all the details that I needed there. I explained exactly what a radar horizon was and why it shows that the Earth is curved. As someone that was in the Navy for many years and worked with radar, I can confirm to you that the radar horizon matches the predictions of a globe of the purported sizes that we live on.
Okay,
if the Earth is flat, there would not be a radar horizon. So, Roger, the question to you is, why is there a radar horizon if the Earth is flat?
Oh,
no, can you demonstrate it? Can you show us right quick? My dad was a radar
I don't know
man.
why he cut it off there.
I can't show you a radar horizon because I don't have a radar with me, but I can present to you some papers about electronic warfare and the radar if you would like. I've got screen sharing options. That's this one here. That's what I want.
Okay.
So there are limits to the reach of radar signals at the frequencies normally used for radar. Radar waves travel in a straight line. The waves are obstructed by weather or shadowing. Interference may come from other aircraft or from reflections. Figure 1 shows what a radar horizon is and how it would apply to aircraft. So if there's aircraft close to the ground, they can literally go underneath the radar, which is a tactic that is used in warfare. They get stealth planes to fly really low so that they stay below that radar horizon. If the Earth was flat, you would not be able to stay below a radar that is in a straight line. There simply would not be that hard cutoff. There's talks about all the specifics of the equations taken into account and the target altitude that you would expect the distance to be able to see based on how high something is. There's a lot of papers here that are linked, all the citations and everything here.
What a massive waste of time this is to be showing Chewie and his handlers all of this. They don't care. None of them are looking at it. None of them are reading it. They all don't know what to say, but they're all just going to brush it under the carpet and carry on.
Peruse at your own leisure. But yes, radar horizons are a thing that exist and are used every single day and would not show what they show if the Earth is flat.
So how far can you fly under this radar, Greg?
Well, it depends on how
Why would you be able to fly under any radar if the Earth was flat?
high the radar is.
Yeah, and wouldn't that affect how far the radar would actually be broadcast, how high it is?
Yeah, it would change how far away the radar horizon is. So it's the same as, the distance to the horizon. It's, 1.22 times the square root of the observer's height of eye. It's the same for a radar. That is the distance to the horizon. So after that distance, if you stay low enough, you go below the radar. Even though the radar would be firing out in a straight line, there is a hard equidistant circle around the radar, which if you go low enough, you go below it. Does not make sense if the Earth is flat.
Well, you put your paper in private chat for me. I'll look over it.
No, you won't. Oh, the amount of times flat earthers are told me, I'll look into that. I've never looked at that one. Let's move on to something else and then I'll go back to them. Did you look into that yet? No, not yet. And then eventually the block.
I'm not just going to take you give me this and I'm going to accept everything in it. So
I'm not asking you to accept it at face value. Obviously, that's not the point of a debate.
I'm going to dig through it.
If he didn't present it, you'd say, why didn't you present it? He didn't present anything, so I don't believe him. Let's present yourself. But I'm not going to take it at face value, but I will look at it on my own at my leisure.
Yeah,
I bet he won't.
Dig through
The point is for you to now try and refute.
I'm not going to refute it, not without any preparation at all. So
I thought you was completely prepared for anything. Yeah, Duffy, bring whoever you want. I don't care. We got people that can deal with that. Got me and Chewie.
Well, isn't that the point of this debate, Roger? That we come here with some evidence to present and you attempt to refute
You're
it.
giving me evidence, and I can give you evidence that the horizon's well beyond that point.
So just a bigger globe then. That's your evidence, a bigger globe. So not flat then.
So your evidence would disagree with radars.
You'll tell me it's refraction. Yeah. That's what you'll
So I haven't yet mentioned refraction. Refraction does come into account because obviously radar is an electromagnetic wave which is affected by refraction.
I'm glad the bloke at the bottom turned up. He's being really helpful.
Of course, refraction is highly quantified, Roger. We understand every single thing about refraction, and we can calculate what refraction will do if we know the the conditions that the light is traveling through. We know refraction so well that I'm wearing glasses that were designed because of our knowledge of refraction. So refraction every single time matches what we say. But I haven't brought up refraction. I'm simply talking about the radar horizon. And you can speak to anyone
I'm well aware of what you're talking about. I
radar. There is a hard
before, so I
what
can
would be your explanation for it.
I tell you what, me and you, we should have this talk after I look into the radar stuff. See, this is not just straight up evidence. This is just a paper.
Yeah, it's just a bit of paper. I'm not interested in a bit of paper. It's not evidence. I want real evidence. Well, what do you want then? Do you want to be a radar? Go and be a radar for the day.
So I need to look into why.
What do you mean it's not straight up evidence? The existence of radars and the horizon that they give is evidence, Roger. This is just a factual thing. Every single person in the world I do apologize. The middle of my sentence interrupted the beginning of yours. That's entirely rude of me. Sorry. But the fact is, Roger, every single person in the world
was that Chewy?
That uses radar knows that there's a radar horizon that matches the predictions of the curve of the Earth. Anybody in the world ever that has used radar, and I can personally attest to this because I've done it. So rather than just running away from the question, just try and attempt to answer as to why there is a radar horizon that is expected on the globe if the Earth is flat. What would be your explanation?
No, I don't have an explanation for you right now.
Right now, I'll guarantee you one is not forthcoming. I've never, ever, ever heard a flat earther address that. I've asked them that on my own debates on TikTok and whatever, and they've never ever said a reason. It's always just like, nah, what do you mean? What do you mean? I don't believe it.
I have to look
kind of like what he's just done.
Into the topic more.
Okay, I'll take
that way. Yeah. So, I mean,
I need to do more research on that topic. I'll speak to you never.
Yes, and I've seen beyond it, and there may be other factors like refraction that would actually cause your radar to stop going after a certain distance.
Well, yeah, but we've quantified refraction, and that's taken into account when we understand.
That's not about quantifying it. It might be the actual reason, the cause. And the
yeah, we'll get some evidence of that, and then we'll all be able to see that you've exposed the lies again.
Relationship that we have here.
But yeah, but that's taken into account when you're using a radar. You will be aware of the conditions that you are in, and the refractive conditions will be taken into account with the radar signal being put out so that it's done correctly. This is actually very important that the refractive conditions are done correctly. Otherwise, the radar can be off as much as 3 or 4 degrees. So,
but would it not limit the radar itself?
Well. Stronger refraction will actually allow the radar to see further over the horizon. Okay. But because it is such a powerful beam, such a frequency, refraction is minimal. Very much like infrared light.
And it doesn't see forever. You can fly under the radar. We know you can fly under the radar. Why can you fly under the radar?
Doesn't refract as much as, say, the other visible spectrum. Okay. Radar is very much like that. It does refract, but it's such minimal refraction that over the distances that we talk about with radar, it's really not something that you have to take into account, and unless you're looking at things that are extreme.
What does the distance matter for Roger? His argument is that the Earth is flat. The fact that you can fly under the radar disproves his opinion that the Earth is flat, right? So it doesn't really matter whether it goes further than the globe says it should. That'd still be a globe.
Distances with really, really high radars that would be near the horizon. In general, radars aren't that high, and their beam is powerful enough over the distances to the horizon that refraction is not actually a variable that needs to be taken into account.
Okay, it's a good explanation, but I still need to look into the actual paperwork.
I never just concede, do they? Yeah, it's good. I've got no answer whatsoever, but I'm going to look into it. But I bet he don't. Let's start a daily count on whether he's come back with an answer.
How it works and see.
Oh, cool. Happy with that.
Yeah. If you want to come back another time, we can have
You come back another time, and I definitely won't let you up.
A nice conversation about radar. My dad was a radar man in the Navy.
He was a radar man.
So far, this seems like an amicable.
His dad was a radar man.
Conversation. Do you mind if I just ask you a quick question while I'm here? A serious question. Do you really think that $8,000 is enough to get you to Antarctica?
Oh, Antarctica! My favourite topic.
I'm well aware of what the price is, man. Still raising
Why
money,
is
dude.
GoFundMe only $8,000? Why would it not be for?
Still raising money, dude. It's September. You got what, 3 months? You got no money. $4,000.
No,
50 grand?
there's quadrants, dude. I did it in 4 sections. 4 sections times 8. Think about it.
And
there's
so
4 different. It's going to stop
This is the
there.
first one. This is still the same first one, right?
No, I'm in the second one now, so I'm going to the second climb. It's
So you've made
$5,000.
it.
Hang
Yeah.
on. Let him finish, Craig.
Yeah.
I was just
4 sections times 8 still ain't enough.
clarifying.
All right.
Hold on a second, guys. I gotta turn my speakers back on. Give me a second.
What's that?
All right.
Power on. Bluetooth pairing.
Give me just 1 second. Okay.
Yeah,
Can you? I can hear you now. So let me finish. Yeah. So I'm doing a section. It's $5,000 each one. There's 4 of them. It's going to go to $40,000.
No, how much have you raised so far? Just out of interest.
Well, it's a little over 5.
Right. Do you think that you're going to
Really?
meet the amount needed?
No,
I didn't say that.
Me and PJ actually set this. If I didn't make it this year, it's going to be the next. So I should be able to get the money to do it. It's not going to. The years don't change the observation.
Correct.
Right. Yeah, no, obviously. Right. Now, here's the thing, Roger. Right. I'm all up for you going.
Yeah, the years don't change the observation. But you've managed to raise in a year $4,000. So you're gonna have to be raising money for the next 5 or 6 years to get anywhere near to what you need.
If you're able to get those funds and do it properly, I'm 100% behind you going. But I'm concerned that your organization so far has been subpar, right? And if you're going to actually spend all this money, I don't want it to fail. Already you should be contacting ALE, letting them know of your intentions and stuff and things like that.
I have.
What I've seen.
He's got no intentions of going.
I'm just worried that the organization you've done so far wouldn't be sufficient, especially as we're coming up to the Antarctic summer already. If you were, I know you've said that you probably won't make the money this year, but you were intending to go this year, and it seems like things have been left very late. And I would like to honestly offer you my help with organization in any way that you feel that you would need, because if you're willing to go and do an experiment, I am always 100% behind that. I'll also be willing to help you with, setting up the observations that you want to do, making sure that if you go there and do it, what you do, the Globers will be happy with, right? Do you know what I mean? Because if you go there and just do what you plan, our side might go, well, that's not good enough. So maybe you and I could have a chat sometime about what you plan to do and how.
It's already been done, though. Apply to a run in the marathon and just do it that way.
Maybe to modify it to please both sides.
I got you. Well, I've actually talked to the one of the owners at ALE personally, and for some reason, Duffy's crew left a bad taste in his mouth. He doesn't want
what I thought when I
anybody
spoke.
down there.
I mean, there's
His
plans
name's
about
Peter.
this already, and when I spoke to the ALE, they were like, "Totally, this is one of the best things that ever happened."
Yeah, I'll call bullshit on that. It wouldn't leave a bad taste. Maybe the flat earthers was dickheads. Maybe Whitsitt was a dickhead while he was there or whatever and caused some problems. But I'd never heard of ALE before that. And now lots of people have heard of them. I'm sure they're doing some good business for the free advertising.
I don't know why you would say that.
Well, Peter actually told me, this is what he said. He said that one of the members, the Flat Earth members of the crew, did some things that were unsavory on the trip. So.
Yeah, Whitsitt. Yeah, mate, Pete told me. My old mate Pete. I said, all right, Pete, is that Pete from ALE? Yeah, this is Pete. Yeah, can I come down? This is Roger. Got 7p. Now, fuck off, Roger. You need at least £10 to even have a conversation with me. So I'm just going to make up some bullshit about what happened last time.
Oh, yeah, no, that would be Whitsitt, yeah.
Okay, nice. Well, he doesn't want, he thought I was Flat Earth Society to begin with. And he accused me of all kinds of things before he even talked to me. He knew who Saab is.
He just accused me of loads of things. I phoned him up and said, is it you that took Madeleine McCann?
And Saab recorded his secretary on a live stream, I think. And he didn't do it maliciously. He just made a point that they
maliciously.
They weren't like, oh, yeah, Midnight Sun, come on down. That's all he was.
Yeah, but I mean, Saab should have been a bit more honest and been like, just so you know, I'm recording you. That's just a nice thing to do, especially if you're then going to post it online. And I can understand why the receptionists and that were like, you know what, that was a dick move. because it's not like it's illegal or anything, but it's just kind of the decent thing to do.
I don't even know what they're talking about. Let me know.
To be like, just so you know, this is being recorded. I'm intending to post it for the world to see.
Gotcha. And
that was my evidence. The radar horizon is the evidence that I have that the Earth is curved at the amount that we predict it is, and it's using something that is done in industry every day, allows people to fly safely across the world, and the calculations in it include the globe. I've got so many papers on a radar horizon I can send you, Roger, and I gladly have a longer talk with you about it.
No, did you post the one you got in the private chat so I can grab it?
Yeah. So I can completely ignore it later.
This is just like the basic kind of
If Chewie looks it over as well, that'd be funny.
Media
Someone translate it to Wookiee.
Explanations, but I've got papers that go a lot deeper as well. But I will give you this one for now. How do I get the private chat down there? What is it?
I can't remember.
I've used this before.
If it was you or McToon that promised me a Foucault's pendulum demonstration on one of your streams. If you can think back far enough when I came on your show.
To do a demonstration, I am planning to do a Foucault's pendulum demonstration. I'd love to go to Antarctica and go to the South Pole Station and do it there, because that would be the ultimate Foucault's pendulum. But unfortunately,
I've heard they had problems with those when they go down. It's hard to do.
Yeah, I mean, like any experiment, you have to set it up properly, because any measuring device has to be, set up to measure whatever.
How many times would they need to see the Foucault's pendulum before they believed it? Like, it doesn't matter anyway. All this stuff is a waste of time on these people. Someone's put a video of 24 hours real time with a 360 camera up on YouTube of the sun not setting, and none of them believe it. Why the fuck is he asking for a Foucault's pendulum on a fucking live stream?
Force you're looking at correctly. And they had issues setting it up properly because they didn't really plan it.
Complete waste of time trying to convince these people. They know anyway. They just don't want to not feel special anymore. It makes them sad.
In advance, it was just a kind of get there and wing it situation. But I've done the Foucault's pendulum myself when I was at university, and it did what we expected it to do. And I've been looking into buildings around where I live now in Kirkcaldy and places that I could possibly do a demonstration around here and then maybe invite people over. So, hey.
Well, you've been very kind today, Craig. Thank you.
Well, that's probably because I've been streaming for 54 hours and I don't have the energy.
I hear you. And Ryan says you've lost weight, man. have you lost weight?
You guys may not realize, but I've not only lost weight, I've lost about half of my body.
He has lost weight.
Whoa. I've
gone from close to 22 stone to about 13 and a half. I'm now putting on weight, but it's muscle because I work out every day.
I mean, none of them understand stone, though.
Nice. So you're not just cutting it; you're building muscle too at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, I've done the main
14 pounds to a stone for anyone wondering.
Cut, and I'm now upping my calories a little bit now that I'm happy with where I am to kind of as a base. Obviously, I'm having my leg amputated either later this year or early next year, and the surgeon said to me basically, "There's no way we could do the surgery when you're this fat. You'd die." So I'd like to survive having my leg amputated, frankly.
Well, I would like you to do that too. I don't want to see anybody die from amputation, and I've lost a few family members to such things, so it's not a good thing.
Well,
there's me thinking it was a good thing to have something amputated.
Roger,
thanks for clarifying that, Rog.
Send me the link to the thing that you're donating to for each person, and I will match the $25 you're doing.
Yeah. I put the links in chat. They were in there earlier. I don't know if they're in there anymore, but I'll put it in the private chat for the one that I donated to.
I'll get that sorted once my marathon stream has finished. If it doesn't turn up, just remind me because I may have forgotten because I'm tired. But I promise you, and everyone here can hear, that I will match the donation that you put.
Nice. I'm going to put 25 for each person. So
cool.
It'll be 25 for you. I'll put it in the private chat so you can grab it.
That's 25 plus 25, Roger.
Nice. All right.
No problem.
Well, unless you want to give me any evidence on your side, or you want me to move on to the next person can get on, up to you.
Yeah. Well, you know what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you some black swans that like Pablo put out, and a few others that go well beyond the geometric horizon where we have horizon.
You know what my answer is going to be for that, don't you? It's that we understand refraction, and that matches the refractive conditions.
Yeah,
They're so convinced by these "we see too far" things, but they know the explanation, and they are demonstrated it all the time, and they still keep going back to it because they don't have anything else.
well aware of this. Okay, so that's not really an argument anymore, is it, Greg?
No.
It's a back and forth that no one is going to give up their side. You guys will say it goes beyond, and we will go, yeah, that's because of refraction.
Yeah, so you could just go to Antarctica and witness the 24-hour sun or the 3-month sun. Someone keeps telling me it is, right? Just go and watch that, and then you don't have to worry about all this other bollocks.
And it will go round and round forever.
Yeah. Yeah, and I know our explanation for refraction, and I've heard yours. So it's been fun having you on, sir.
Well, in that case,
I haven't heard his. You've heard the explanation, and then you lot just making shit up.
I will make my exit with peace and look forward to watching a bit more of this. I'm going to take a little break and have a sleep soon because, like I said, 50.
Right, that's done. I just wanted to see where that was going there. It looks like it isn't going to go any further. Yeah, I mean, this... I did NC Toon on here, and they said, "Oh, everyone else was kind other than him." I thought maybe FTFE might be a bit more salty there, but it was if those two was as bad as it got as far as the debates going backwards and forwards, I don't think I'll bother looking at anyone else unless anyone's got any suggestions that I should carry on with this Wookiee debate here with the Wookiee moderator. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll be back next time for some more pointing and laughing. See you later.